Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. As you can see, I am still on the ephemera train and we are going to be taking a look at making stamps today. Stamps are a really cool piece of ephemera that add a lot to your piece. I know I've done an envelope tutorial to show you how to make envelopes, but you can also make the stamp to go on your envelope. And here are a few examples of some of the stamps that I've done. These were the first ones I had ever made up top here. And that was based on a video on Marta's channel, Marry Me Small Art. And that's been a few years ago, but that video is out there if you want to check out her channel. But you can really do whatever you want. There really aren't any rules, as with the rest of everything we do in art, right? So, as you can see, faces. Faces make a great stamp. Can you see? Now on this one I've got a really dark background. If you pick a dark background that can kind of bring out some of the colors that are in the stamp of the picture part of the stamp, then that's really a great way to help make it pop. And that's kind of what I did on this one. So this dark red, reddish brown background really brings out her hair and her lips and some of the other colors, and the stamp. So there's, you can do that. You can also keep your background similar to the color or the picture that you have on the front, like this one. Now for most of these I do edge them. As you can see on this, I have edged with ink on both the picture. I edged around the picture and I edged around the jagged part of the stamp. But you certainly don't have to edge. Look at this one. I made this one the other day. Oops, it's upside down. I made this one the other day and I didn't edge at all. And it still turned out really, really cute. So maybe what you're making is much lighter and you haven't done any edging. You certainly don't have to edge, as you can see. That turned out really, really cute. Now, if you want to be authentic and make your stamps, you could get an actual stamp, a stamp set to make a stamp. This is from Bo Bunny. It's called Postal Stamp. And that gives you these type if you want to, like make it look like it's gone through the post office. It has a little wavy lines, and there are a variety of other ones that you can choose from. I tried that, as you can see on these. I stamped a couple of them when I first started making these stamps. I used a couple here, but I didn't like how it turned out because it looked like it just kind of muddled up the picture. And I just didn't have the heart to do it on the other ones because I really liked how they turned out. So I haven't done it. And some are quite delicate, and I just didn't want to mess it up. But again, if you're looking for like a very authentic look, then you could certainly do it more controlled as well. Maybe, I'm not sure what stamp I used there. I may not have had this stamp set yet. But you could use just a more controlled application and just use the edge maybe. So, that is an option, and they do make some really good stamps. I'm sure there are other ones. This just happened to be the one that I found, and I grabbed it because I got a really good price on it. So, here are examples. As you can see, different sizes, different shapes, different colors. Most of them I do cut around the edge, as you can see, to give it a realistic stamp look, because the edges of a stamp are jagged. But I did make a few that I didn't do that on. Oops, sorry, can you see that? Yeah. Then I just thought, oh, let me just try it and see what happens. There's that one. There's this one, which actually the inside part was kind of jagged. So there are no rules. It's just whatever you like. So that's the main thing. What colors do you want to use together? Do you want a bold background and then maybe a lighter top piece, or maybe a monochrome look? It's totally up to you. So here are some of the examples, and now I thought we might make a couple. So if you give me just a minute, I'll be right back and we'll get started. Alright, this is a great craft to do if you've got leftovers. Like I have got just tons of little scrap pieces really all over my desk from other projects. So this is a great way to use up your scraps because you just need just small pieces of paper. There's no certain size. If you're someone who wants to keep them all the same size, then that is certainly up to you. But I'm not that particular. So first I kind of take a look and find an image that I like. This is a cute scrap, and as you can see, there's a couple of different images, and it looks like it goes this. Let's see. The words, like this, there's a word here. It looks like it goes this way, but the picture almost looks like it goes this way with the flowers and stuff. So you can do it however you want. This to me looks like it could be 3 stamps. Like I could cut the image here and then have this side and then make another cut here and have the pretty green and the writing. And then that would leave this side that has the more yellow and brown. So but it's up to you. Like you might look and just like this one image right here, and then you could just cut that out, and that could be the face of your stamp, or just this image. So it all is what your eye picks up on and what you want to use. I thought I would go ahead and use this piece because I do think we can get 3 different stamps out of this one little piece of scrap. So let's go ahead and use that one for example today. And as you can see, I grabbed over a few other pieces of scrap paper that I thought could be used for the back. Just different colors to try to see which one I think I like best. So I was looking at this, and I think what I'm going to do is use this image right here of the flowers. And I think I will take it to about right there. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to try to check and make sure they're kind of straight. I just grabbed my scissors and just kind of eyeball it. So there's one. Let's go ahead and cut the second one, and I think I just kind of like the words. Isn't that nice? I think I might cut this side off. It's a little distracting. There we go. Very nice. Okay, I think I like that. Okay, and the last piece, let's see. That's such an interesting piece. I really like that one. I think I do want to cut the border off though. Okay, so first decide what the face of your stamp's going to be. What kind of image do you want? You don't have to use paper that already has images on it. You can create your own image. You can just start out, well, like this one. This one was just a plain piece of paper, and I stamped over it and then colored. I stamped that little flower, and as you can see, well, maybe you can see, I even stamped on the background. It's kind of hard to see, but it just gives it a little bit of interest in the back. So you can totally just use stamps. You can draw or use just pretty images that you find on some of your pretty paper that you have. So pick your top piece. Pick the face of your stamp first and decide what size you want to make your stamp. Now you need to decide on what color background. So I'm going to take a look. Yeah, I do like this. Yeah. Try it with a few different backgrounds and see. But this one, I think, when I use the very dark the background, it really makes the image pop. So that's the one I'm going to use for this one. Now, since I have the size of the face of the stamp, now we just need to cut around it. I guess you can go ahead and glue it down if you want, but I don't normally do that. I just grab my pinking shears and kind of set it down and kind of eyeball it. Okay, make a cut like that. Just make sure you cut all the way around it. Yeah, that should work. You can always cut it closer if that's what you prefer. Now, if you cut it, and say you cut it a little off, and you see how it ends up with this teeny tiny little piece right here. Hopefully you can see that. I just usually snip those off. And don't worry if your edges aren't perfect. I don't even really look at that. But I know that might bother some people. Okay, so from here, what I'll probably do is I'll probably go ahead and ink the edges just a little bit. And I might just see, since I just want to do it a little bit, I might just use whatever ink is already in my little dauber. Just a little, okay. Okay. That'll be good. And I'm just going to use a glue stick. This is just paper, so it doesn't take anything too heavy to get it to stick. That's one good thing about this project. Okay, like this. All right. There we go. See, this is another reason why you might want to ink the edges of the jagged of the back piece. Because see, this one is just has white paper on the back, and the edges, I don't know if you can see it, but see how you can see the white edges? Now maybe that's fine. Maybe whatever you're going to end up adhering your stamp to, that little bit of a white edge makes it stand out if you're already putting it on a back or a dark background. But typically that is one of the reasons why I will ink around it, just to kind of get rid of that white edge. Okay. But there we go. There's stamp number 1. Okay, let's see. I was thinking about a green background for this one. But let's see. Honestly, this could work for both of these stamps. What do you think? Let's see. Let's see. Let's go ahead and keep it the way I had laid it down to begin with. Let's keep it like this. Okay. So I have my image. Now I'm going to cut from my stamp, or for the outer part of the stamp. Let's see. Not those. And I need my pinking shears. Okay, yeah, that's that's plenty big. And it may be worth gluing it down and then cutting. It just, sometimes it makes me nervous. Once you've glued it down, you've glued it down. So if you've messed up on your cutting and you don't like it and you want to do it again, it's already glued down to a piece of paper. That's why I usually kind of hang back and wait. But we will go ahead and adhere it. Let's see. There we go. Because I think I am going to trim this off a little, but it fits pretty good this way. There. Yeah. And there we go. Okay. And there's stamp number 2. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Let's make another one. Let's see. You know, I kind of want to add a little just a little bit of interest to this background. So let me grab a stamp and I'm going to stamp on it first. Okay, I'm going to use this stamp from Ms. Sparkle and Company. I believe I got this at Joann Fabric. And I want to use this little one right here. It's just a little leaf branch. Okay. Put it on a little block. And let's see. Now there is a little bit of the dark brown writing. So I think I'm going to use a dark brown ink to do my stamping. Okay, this is the Ground Espresso. And let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see now how that looks. We'll see. I might need a couple more stamps right there, but I think I'll go ahead and cut it first. There, it left a that left a teeny tiny little edge. I'm just going to cut it off. I'll probably need to do some trimming because that seems a little bit too big. I think that's actually okay. I thought I might want to put another stamp here, but I'm going to be inking the edge anyway, so I think the brown ink on the edge will make up for the fact that there's not a little brown leaf there. And here. There as well. So, yeah. I think that's going to be okay. Now I will ink around my top image. Okay, it's a little bit too big, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. Alright. Going to go ahead and glue it down. Make sure I get the edges. Alright, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and ink around the edges. There we go. Hey, oops. Alright, what do you think? I like how that one came out. I really like that. That turned out really nice. Let's see, what about this one? Goes like this. And you know, looking at it, I think it might benefit from being inked around the edges as well. Like I said, you don't have to, but I tend to. I think that's just the look I like. So if you don't like that look, then, you know, you certainly do not have to ink around the edges. But I don't know, to me it kind of gives it something I really like. Yeah, see? Oops, sideways. I like that better now. And this one, I don't know, see, it just looks a little bare. Even though the background is dark, I think it will still benefit from having it inked. Let's see. Yeah, look, I like that. And there we go. That's how that one looks. See, it just gives it a little something. Alright, well that's all I'm going to do to these today. As we discussed, you can put some wavy lines on it with a stamp, or you could just draw them. Also, if you have any stamps with numbers on them, you can assign it a value. I don't have a number stamp small enough to use on these, and my handwriting is just, to me, not up to par. So But if you have a nice steady hand and can draw pretty nice numbers or use a stamp, then that would be great. That would be a great addition and would be really, really cute. As you can see, this is a quick, it's an easy project, and it's a great project to use up your scraps. All right, well, if you like this video, give me that thumbs up and leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these. Have you already made stamps? Or do you have any questions? Is there anything that you want to ask that I didn't cover in the video? Feel free to leave a question down below. Or which one's your favorite? I'd love to know that as well. Check out my channel if you haven't already. There's a wide variety of different types of videos, so hopefully there is something to your liking that you'll be able to find. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. And if you click that bell, it will notify you when a new video comes out. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.